Hey, what's going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video. I'm going to be doing my Dragon Ball Super episode 47, the beginning of the Future Trunks arc. And with me today, who's done a few review videos with me before, but never Dragon Ball Super, and that is Richard Korakanobi. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm happy to be with you, guest spotting with you on your Dragon Ball Super reviews. I've been actually wanting to do this for a long time, but I think it was very appropriate that we waited until this happened.
Yes, it's this is a very interesting beginning to the future Trunks Goku Black arc that really surprised me. A lot of things that are kind of a little confusing in this episode, but we're gonna kind of break some of the stuff. We're gonna break some of the stuff down, as well as some of the new stuff that came in, as well as the full on episode review of what happened. So this episode 47, it started off with Future Trunks, and this is by the way, the Future Trunks from the Android/Cell arc. Want to establish that right now that this is the same one, even though somehow he mysteriously has blue hair. Could just say hair dye, but I mean, okay, so he's starting off and he's like all scared and like just running around, running away. It appears. We're like, well, what's going on here with this? With this, he saved his timeline. For last time we seen him, he saved his timeline. He defeated the Imperfect Cell as well as 17 and 18. If you guys watched the special way back when. That was that's the beginning really part of it. And when you get more into this here, what do you think of this? Seeing Future Trunks?
The beginning, I gotta say, it is good to know nothing has changed in the future. Because, yeah, it's like you said, the last time we saw him, he saved his world. Everything
that's the thing, too. He saved his world. He saved his world, but we thought, like, he was going to be bring everything back, and now it turns out, like, there's
things have actually gotten much worse. Like now it's more of an apocalypse on his timeline instead of the peaceful timeline we all were led to believe it would be. But yeah, I mean, this is surreal. It was surreal seeing just how horrible and wrecked his future is. And I just got to say, like, I don't think we've ever seen this much intensity from Trunks' timeline since the androids.
Yes, absolutely. So, next thing we know, he eventually goes to this deserted building. Like it's like this, it's got this door, and he's like staring at the door and stuff like that. It's kind of weird him staring at a door for like.
Well, he had to take a breath, bro. I mean, he was running, and obviously he can't fly. I think we'll explain that later. But I mean, hey, it's the future. I mean, there's still no way for you to get around quicker than running.
Yes, so he gets to the door, and I guess it's an under secret laboratory for Bulma. And Bulma's there, and she still looks kind of good there. And you see this blue liquid thing that she's like making or whatever, and we find out, of course, that is basically to go back in time. She'd been working on it for a year. And it only goes one trip just to get to the main timeline, not to go back. They don't have enough for that. So that was pretty interesting, and we're finding out about, Bulma, getting this information of why he's, there and like what is like kind of going on here.
Yes.
Why they have to do this. So
yes, I agree.
It was very interesting, seeing these characters like interact like this again.
Yes, it definitely it brought back so many memories. Like, it's good to know that they of course mother and son are still there, and they're trying to make the world a better place. So yeah, it was very nice seeing older Bulma again, but ironically, again, she doesn't look that old because at this point she should be in her 50s, but she still looks younger. But you know, that's Akira Toriyama for you.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, you know, she's you know, the way the timeline works, it's obviously a lot different from the main timeline because a lot of things happen in their timeline that didn't happen in the main timeline. So
yeah,
a lot of different things. So then after that, you know, he pretty
much tells her that okay, Mom, you need to rest. You look like you haven't slept in days, and you've done enough helping me. And he pretty much wants to go to the time machine, which is in Capsule Corp, which again we'll kind of ask and get into that later. He pretty much wants to go back alone, but of course, Bulma being Bulma, she says, no, you're gonna need me to go with you because if one of us fails, one of us can go back.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of was like, when she said that, I was like, well, you don't really have any power, so that's not really a good idea.
Yeah, but I think what she meant is that, like, say if Future Trunks, got, say, killed and he failed, Bulma could pretty much be the one to operate the time machine because she is the only other person besides Trunks who knows how to operate the time machine.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So basically, they go out of the laboratory and they fly, or Trunks flies with Bulma to the Capsule Corp.
Yeah.
Station.
Well, they don't fly, but yeah, just when you think, okay, yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm sorry, they don't fly. They do. Yeah.
Yeah, they're still in the laboratory, and basically, they're having a good moment, but then all of a sudden, boom, the whole building explodes.
The whole building explodes. Yes. That's right. And
her lab equipment is destroyed.
Yeah, and that really sucks because of what they're making. But we don't see who it is.
No,
they show this like black shadow type thing or whatever.
Yes.
So we'll have to figure out what that is.
Yes, and this is where this episode, this beginning to this new arc, gets dark and serious. This is how you know we're not playing around anymore, because this shadowy figure grabs Bulma and Trunks tries to save her, but she says, "No, don't, get out of here. You need to survive." And Trunks does get out of there, but then just as the lab explodes again, we see that Bulma dies. This black shadowy...
that really pissed me off, by the way.
Yes, I know. I just so everyone knows, I've seen the Japanese dub. I've seen the whole arc, but I won't spoil it. But I'm just gonna say, when I saw this for the first time and seeing this again, it still kind of struck my heartstrings, because we finally got to see older Bulma again, and she's dead.
It really surprised me. No, this is the first time I've seen it because, of course, it's an English dub channel. But I was really surprised that happened. But Bulma said, you got to leave and you got to, complete the, I guess, essentially the mission here.
Yes, exactly.
This.
Yes, and whoever this black shadow figure is, who is apparently the main cause of this, I gotta say, he's got some balls to kill Bulma like that, and I'm just like, wow, this is off to a dark, depressing start.
So he eventually makes his way to Capsule Corp.
Yeah. He stops off at an apartment building.
Oh yeah. I'm getting ahead of myself.
No, that's okay.
Yes, he stops at this apartment, he stops at this apartment, and we see Mai.
Yes,
in the apartment. Mai, and she basically lets him in, gives him like food. There's a cat there, and he eats like half of it, and then gives her the other half, and says, "I know you're hungry," and stuff like that.
Yes, and, he does. And
the cat's there to give the cat some food or whatever, cat food or something.
Yeah,
and she talks about the time. He talks about the time machine, about the blue liquid stuff.
Yes, like he pretty much explains to her, and he also before this tells her that Bulma is gone, and apparently this black shadow figure killed her. But he's basically telling her, okay, we only have enough fuel for one trip. And Mai asks, well, how are we going to get back? And Trunks says, I don't know, but we have to trust my mother. I'm pretty sure she found out a way. So Trunks' main goal here is to go back to the main timeline to get help because...
Well, yeah, and that's another problem with this whole issue here is the fact that Trunks, Bulma told Trunks that there is another way to get back, but never actually tells him.
Well, it's going to be revealed. It's better if I not spoil it because it will be revealed on what the purpose, like how Trunks is going to come back. It will be revealed in episode 3 of this arc. So it's better to wait and see. But for now, yeah.
Fine. But yeah, it was just one weird question, unanswered question to answer.
Yeah,
right?
Yes, it was, and it's a nice scene. It gives Trunks a minute to just relax because, well, he's got to relax because the dude has been through hell at this point.
Yes, he has,
Yep. And they pretty much leave. Like they
leave after the. Oh yeah, they do. And I want to ask this question too because
sure.
I noticed this. I was like, okay, so I guess future Trunks and May are kind of, or not May. I'm glad I forget. Why is what? Like, I feel like Mai by now should have learned how to fly if future Trunks has known him for a while now. Like, come on.
There is a reason. Like they explain this later on. The reason you don't see, to answer your question, why doesn't Mai know how to fly? I assume this is just a huge assumption. I assume Trunks never learned how to teach people how to fly because I mean, it is a technique you have to teach, and I don't think Trunks.
Yeah, but he knows how to do it. So I mean,
but I don't think he learned how to teach anybody. Again, I think that was only exclusive to Gohan because. Yeah,
well, then how did Gohan learn how to teach people then?
We don't know. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Come on. Now.
It's Dragon Ball, my friend. I mean, there's a lot of things that just pop out of nowhere that you question and you just ask. But as we learned, the reason they both don't fly, or mainly Trunks doesn't fly, is because apparently this new enemy can track him. So that's why they don't fly. That's why mostly throughout this whole episode, Trunks is on foot. Because if he flies, this enemy will detect him.
Yeah. And so when they go outside the apartment or whatever, they eventually are confronted by this
yes, they're right near guy. Capsule Corp, and then all of a sudden this black enemy appears again, and this time he's there to stop them. So Trunks deciding, okay, you know what, you need to go to the time machine. He gives her the fuel, and then he decides he's going to take on this enemy alone.
Now, couldn't they have just both gone on the time machine, though?
They could. Yeah, I mean, because at this point, the time machine can seat 2 people, so I don't know why, but Trunks needed to get revenge for his mother, and he needed to try and, I guess, buy her some time. So he does. He pretty much fights this enemy, of course, with his new sword, which also, too, that something else.
I thought it was the same sword.
No, it's a new sword. This is an entirely different new sword. We don't know where he got this sword, but what makes this sword different? I don't know if you caught this. This sword apparently can fire ki beams.
Oh no, I didn't. I'll have to look at that again.
Yeah,
he did it in the episode.
Yes, he did. When he fights this enemy, he swings the blade, and all of a sudden, a ki blast comes out of it, kind of like a Link.
Oh, I thought he was just reflecting it.
No.
Actually shot it out.
Yeah, he did. So he's kind of like Link from Legend of Zelda, where he can swing the blade and keys.
It's the Master Sword, basically.
Yeah, it's pretty much like the Master Sword. So Trunks puts up a good fight, but eventually, he gets knocked down. And by this,
not only that, the guy actually, at least appears to have killed Mai.
Yes, we'll get to that. He does. He knocks Trunks down. Trunks, at this point, can't defeat him, so Mai comes back, says, you need to survive. Stop trying to protect me. And she goes in, and I know you were questioning this last night. She, of course, decides she can't really fight him. So the best she can do is just shoot him. And yes, exactly. Which she does go out. Like, even so, she shoots him. It doesn't work. He fires a ki blast at her, and she is presumed dead. And at this point, Trunks is. I honestly can't believe future Trunks has suffered this much, because he just lost his mother, and now he just lost.
Well, I mean, it was before Bulma. I mean, like, he lost, like, all his friends, like, in the androids and cells, and now he loses Bulma. Like,
yes, and he, because this kind of is, I don't know if you figured this out, but there is a connection between him and Mai, so he loses. So the fact that he lost 2 loved ones in the same day, a couple hours apart, that's just fucked up. So, yeah, he's pissed off, and he pretty much says, "You killed her." And then we finally get this badass music, and we get the reveal of who this enemy is. And surprise, it's Goku.
Well, it's Goku Black.
Yes, I know, but I mean, again, this black enemy is Goku, which of course we all know it's Goku Black. So
it's not the Goku.
No, it's not the Goku, but it's someone who has the face and body of Goku, but he calls himself Black. So this is an interesting.
Is this like because this is a future? Then so this is future Goku Black. So Does that mean there's no real Goku Black in the regular? Because Goku dies in Trunks' timeline.
It's going to be difficult.
So this is obviously a different Goku.
Yeah, well, it's going to be difficult to explain. His identity, unfortunately, isn't going to be revealed for a while in this arc. But when it does eventually get revealed, it'll kind of make sense. But it's going to be confusing. But all I can say now is that, okay, yes, this enemy who calls himself Black and has the body and face of Goku, he is from Trunks' timeline. Like, this is from future Trunks' timeline. So there's a huge mystery around him, and yeah.
So it's not like this is like someone that's from like, you know, like,
no, this is not someone
finding around in the main timeline right now.
No, like, this is not someone from a different universe. This is someone from future Trunks' timeline, from his universe, who assumes who takes, I guess you can say, the identity of Goku, but is not Goku. So I guess that's why.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. He can't be, because Goku did exist in Trunks' future timeline.
Yeah, so again, it's going to be confusing later down the line. So trust me, hopefully I can do the best I can to explain it. But for now, yes, this enemy looks like Goku. He just killed Mai, and now pretty much he says, "Today's the day, Saiyan. Today's the day I watch you die." And that's where the episode ends.
Yes.
But I know a lot of people were wondering, because we probably didn't talk about this. Like, this episode was kind of teased us a little bit, because while this was going on, we did cut back to the main universe with Goku training in his own way, reminiscent of how he and Krillin trained. Yes. And he eventually finds out that.
Talk about that because we forgot about that.
Yeah, no. I feel like it's best to get to the good parts, to the good meaty stuff, before we get to the side stuff. But yeah, so Goku, of course, is training with Piccolo to hone his skills, but this time doing it in the way Master Roshi taught him.
Yeah, and I was thinking, well, Chi-Chi must have made a deal with Cabbage Man. I'm just saying right now.
Yeah, because again, I mean, it's very confusing. Like, where do they get the funding to grow all these plants? Like, that's something we probably got to ask.
I'm telling you, they went to the Avatar universe and they made a deal with Cabbage Man. I'm telling
you. Well, that, or Goku probably asked Bulma for a loan, like he always does. But it's funny. It's a funny scene with Goku and Piccolo, and then of course,
Piccolo's like, what are you talking about? I ain't doing this. What am I doing with this thing? And then Chi-Chi's like, on your mark, just go, and then Piccolo just starts doing it with.
Yeah, Piccolo gets roped into this, so it's good training for him. And then eventually Krillin comes by and spills the beans that Vegeta is off again training with Whis by himself. So of course Goku's like, okay, seriously again. So he teleports using instant transmission.
Once he sees Vegeta power up the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
Yes, or Super Saiyan Blue.
Yes. And he goes there, and basically Beerus is like, Goku, what did you bring me from Earth? And like he has like this cabbage like right in there. He's like, hey, here's this lettuce and stuff.
Yes, yes, exactly. So yeah, he pretty much
and he liked it, but he was like, he had to make it seem like it was not as good as like other stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, they get there, and pretty much then afterwards, we see that they're waiting for the classic Dragon Ball Japan ramen noodles to finish, and they start digging in. Which, by the way, these ramen noodles, or the food we see in Dragon Ball, oh my goodness! Like this makes me want to try that food. I don't know about you.
Nah. I mean, I don't know what a fish cake is, so
it's pretty much what you think it is.
Oh, so it's a cake that's a fish?
Yeah, I believe so. But yeah. So while they're eating, we actually get some interesting stories and explanations about Zeno, or the Omni King, as
the Omni King, and they talk about how they destroyed 8 universes.
Yes, like the Omni King is very powerful. That he destroyed 8 universes, and for that, that's why there's 12 universes. So the Omni King is a very powerful person, but he's not a fighter. Like he's just someone who will destroy.
But he can destroy universes. So
yes, like
he's not to be someone to mess with.
Yes, exactly, and this kind of explains.
No. Here's the thing about the whole him destroying 8 universes. Now we said that like all universes equals up to 3, right?
Yes.
But with universes, that doesn't equal up to 3.
Yes, I agree, but it's like I said, it's gonna get a little confusing. But for now, in this main canon, I suppose there are 12 universes, even though there used to be 8. But it's funny that nobody ever thought to wish back one of those 8 universes with the Super Dragon Balls, but okay, whatever.
Well, they haven't used them in like centuries, right? So
yeah, exactly. So
it's the first time they've used them.
Exactly. Yeah. So we get some, but the whole Omni King destroying the 8 universes, it kind of does paint a picture in our heads. Okay, even though he looks childish and he looks innocent, he is very deadly.
And that's why they told Goku. That's why we were all scared that you like interacted with them.
Yes, I agree, but of course,
he's like, well, he's not gonna do it because he freaking wants to put that tournament together.
Yes, the tournament, and of course, Goku, of course, being Goku, he gets very excited about the thought of fighting other stronger people from different universes with different abilities. So,
which, by the way, that means if Goku Black is from the future timeline, I just have to say this right now. That means we have yet to see the Goku from Universe 6.
Well, from what I know, again, this is just speculation because it's never been confirmed that there is a Goku or a Vegeta from Universe 6, because it's very difficult to explain, but like there are no Goku or Vegetas in other universes. Only specifically to their universe is there a Goku.
I'm saying there has to be like another one from 6 because they're like the opposites or whatever.
I agree, yeah, but again, going into the whole Dragon Ball timeline, it gets very confusing, and you ask all these questions that you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people think what's his name? Cumberland.
Yeah.
He is like supposed to be Vegeta or whatever from Universe 6.
Oh yeah, Kaba.
Kaba, yeah, that's right. You say his name.
Yeah. Again, as we know, there are no other universes that have a Goku and Vegeta, but again,
at least at this time.
Yeah, so far. But yeah, that was pretty much it.
Goku, those were all the side ones, right?
Yes, which again, there's not much really to talk about with the side ones except revealing that Zeno is very, very powerful, and there's a reason why the gods of destruction fear him. And other than that, that's pretty much it. So Goku and Vegeta really don't play this big of a role into it. This was mostly Trunks' story.
Yeah, this was mostly about future Trunks and everyone from the future timeline.
Yes, which was
stuff reveal about Xenos.
Yes, really. Exactly. I think what I like about this episode, I don't know about you, but what what this arc is going to do, you're going to see a huge bump in quality animation, because the stuff with Trunks and his timeline, the animation was very good and very stunning, and it's funny to see it jump back and forth between, you know, the calm and peaceful animation with Goku and his friends and the dire circumstances with future Trunks' timeline. So I like that there's a good animation mix between the two.
They also kind of tweaked the theme song a little bit with some of the video packages as well. So.
Yes, they did. Like they show, like if you watch the opening, you see that they actually showed animations for Trunks, Mai, Goku Black, and this Kaioshin, and they ended off with those 4. So just to let you know that those are the 4 that have a huge part in this. But yeah, I also love the music. Like Goku Black's theme at the end was very, very sinister, and it just brought on a dark presence about him.
It's okay.
Yeah, but this was a great episode. Again, I've been waiting so long to hear the dub version of this, and I gotta say, I don't know about you, it was very good to hear Eric Val back again as Future Trunks.
Yeah, I like Eric as Future Trunks. It was really cool to see him again as Future Trunks.
Yes, it was. He hasn't voiced Future Trunks since, well, of course, Dragon Ball Z ended.
He's had the video games, though.
Yes, he has. But it definitely just felt nostalgic. Hearing
but it keeps the voice in touch when you're doing video games and shit all the time.
Yeah, it does. But you know, I mean, it was just so surreal hearing Future Trunks's, you know, emotions. Again, like as we said, Future Trunks has gone through more hell than he ever went through with the androids, because now he's the last. He's presumably the last one left.
Well, he's always been the last one left there, but now it's even worse. So
yes, exactly. Like he lost his mother and he lost his companion, and it's just like this Trunks cannot catch a break. So I'm definitely excited to see where the next episode goes, and hopefully we'll get some interesting information on what is going on with Black, and also too, I'm just like, okay, how is Trunks going to react to this? Like, also, too, I know a lot of people were probably wondering, why didn't Trunks go Super Saiyan in this?
Well, I mean, he obviously must have been like, you know, this guy must be way too strong, so he probably just decided not to. To see this power or whatever.
Yeah, which he probably will in the next episode, because, this is probably the time he would go Super Saiyan, because his Black just killed his mother and his close companion. So at this point, it's just like, there's no point for him not to go Super Saiyan.
Yeah, and we'll probably be seeing that in the next episode.
Yeah,
it was a good episode overall. I liked it. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, it was a good start. It was a great start, and I definitely think this is going to be an interesting arc. It's going to be a good one, but again, like SS Ultimate Goku brought up, there's going to be a lot of confusing things and questions to be asked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes.
Yeah, I am too. So that is it for this week's review. Comment, rate. If you like this video, remind you, please subscribe. Also, Richard's channel will be in the description box as well.
Yes.
Check out his. He does. You do a lot of reviews as well as reactions and stuff like that. So.
Yes, I do. And thank you very much. And let us know, guys. Like, if you liked this collaboration for this episode, then let us know, because if you want to, if this does good, then maybe we could collaborate on this whole arc each Saturday, because I get the feeling that SS Ultimate Goku is going to have a lot of questions and things are just going to get more confusing. So I'd be happy to help out and explain this.
Yes, absolutely. But with that, that is it. I am the SS Ultimate Goku, and I'm out. Peace, everyone.
Bye, guys.